typically what happens in a fight is that we're passing shame back and forth. No, I'm not bad, you're bad. No, I'm not bad, you're bad, right? And so the first thing that requires is for you to think that somebody's bad, right? If you can get over the idea that somebody's bad, anybody's bad, then the fight just falls apart. But the other thing that can also make that fight just fall apart is the idea that you don't have to defend yourself. Because the way the fight typically works is, I feel attacked, so I'm going to defend myself. My defense makes you feel attacked, so I'm going to defend myself. This defense makes you feel attacked, and so you have to defend yourself, and back and forth it goes. So it's like, no, that's not what I said. You said this. Right? That's not what I said. Or I said that because, I said that you were ugly only because you asked me, like, how ugly am I? So I was like, well, you're about this ugly. So I had no choice, right? And so I'm sitting there saying, like, I'm not wrong. Like, understand me, see me. But you're hearing, wait, you just called me ugly again, right? And so it's like this back and forth thing that happens and you listen to yourself in the next fight that you have and just go, oh, wait, can what I'm saying that I think is defending myself be seen as an attack? Because that's what I see in couples that are fighting all the time. Each of them wants to be seen. And in their attempt to be seen, they're defending themselves. And that defense seems like an attack to the other person. And so both people feel like they're defending themselves and both people feel attacked. And so you can either stop seeing that there's someone wrong, so there's no shame to go back and forth in this shame hot potato, or you can realize, oh, there's nothing to defend. If you can drop that experience right now, just for a short period of time, and says, I don't need to be seen at this moment. I can be seen in an hour. But in this moment, I don't need to be seen. I don't need to defend anything. I can just actually listen and find out what their reality is and see that truth, allow that truth to be there, not as like the ultimate truth, but just as a truth of, right, this is where they are. I can hear them. I can understand them. When they feel heard, then oftentimes they're at that point wanting to see you. And so that's when you don't need to, like, if you hold on tightly to trying to be seen, you're going to push being seen away. And so that's how that fight works. Almost every fight. And it doesn't even matter if this is a fight between a man and a wife, or like NATO and Russia, right? Like, it's like, it happens. Like, both people feel like they're defending themselves on some level for some reason. And both people feel the other person's defense is an attack. And it just goes back and forth. There's also the secondary benefit of not needing to be seen. It's because what it requires is you to actually see yourself. So in a fight, if you see yourself as bad, or you see the fact that you could be bad, then there's always going to be something to defend. So the more that you learn not to defend yourself, the more you can start to notice your inherent goodness. You start to become immune to shame, because when you see people shame you, it's like, oh, you can just see they don't want to feel bad about themselves or don't want to feel out of control. And so if somebody else can't see you and you recognize that, like, they're not capable of seeing me right now, the only option for you to get to peace is to see yourself. Oh, yeah, here I am, and I actually love this person, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody, and I can listen to them, and I want to be here with them. And I'm not going to take abuse. I'm going to draw my boundaries, whatever it is. But you can just see that inherent goodness in you, in yourself. But as long as you're defending yourself, you can't see it. Nobody walks away from a fight feeling like, oh, wow, I feel great about myself. But if a fight starts and you go, oh, I've done nothing wrong, and you can see yourself clearly and listen to the other person, you actually walk away feeling great being in a fight.